Professor Richard Eastland, who's University Professor and Professor of Economics at the University of Southern California. He is, of course, vastly famous for his economic theories of fertility, theories that are still being tested today in the literature, although he has, in fact, moved on to other kinds of things, including the economics of happiness. Without further ado, Richard, would you be willing to come up here to speak, to give?
What was it like in the 1970s? World population growth was at an all-time high, and doom and gloom predictions bloomed everywhere. The underlying cause of high population growth, seen as the high fertility of the poorer nations of the world. In the 1970s, the family was a rather esoteric topic, the domain of a few specialists like Paul Glick. Most of the demography articles indexed under the family head were, in fact, articles on family size and reproductive goals. They could just as well have been classified under fertility. And how the PAA meetings themselves have changed. The work of the PAA is shaped not only by the ever-changing nature of the world about it, but also by the resources available for the study of population. The enormous impact of governmental and non-governmental funding agencies on the directions of demographic research is undeniable. The rise and decline of the family planning empire and today's focus on population aging reflects to a considerable extent shifts in research funding. Perhaps less obvious to today's younger generation of demographers is the impact of technological change. Although dramatic shifts have occurred in the content of population discourse, there has also been continuity. Continuity in what I view as the core of the discipline of demography, methodology, and measurement. The continuing concern of demography at its core has been to establish the facts of population change and to devise techniques to test data and to construct or reconstruct the historical record, often from bits and pieces of data. By the 1970s, new understanding of population had been achieved thanks to the development of cohort and life course measures, family reconstitution, model life tables, little m, the Cole-Trussell measure of deliberate fertility control, and the like. At the time, few members of the population community pointed out the serious abuses of human rights, female and male, that were being justified on grounds of stopping the so-called population explosion. There was hardly a handful of articles. But I can perhaps make one suggestion about where I personally would like to see us go. The founding fathers of the PAA set forth as its purpose in the association's constitution to promote the improvement, advancement, and progress of the human race. The means to this end was to be research with respect to problems connected with human population in both its quantitative and qualitative aspects, and of course the dissemination and publication of such research. Thank you.